Hello sa lahat! Welcome sa Pinoy Redditstories. Ang storya natin ngayon ay galing sa r/offmychest. My ex-husband thinks I'm not over him because I refused annulment. My ex-husband thinks I'm not over him because I refused annulment. Before you all call me the bitter ex-wife who has not moved on, please hear me out first. My husband and I separated a year and a half ago. He cheated. We were together for 15 years. We have 2 kids. We became a couple when I was just starting to figure out my life in my early 20s. He was 30. I had a good career. I was pursued by high-quality guys, even probably some of the most eligible bachelors at school and at work. I was taking up further studies when I had to stop mid-semester because my ex got me pregnant. It was quite a delicate pregnancy. We got married. I wanted to go back to work soon after giving birth, but he asked me to focus on our baby and our little family. And so I did. As much a career-driven woman that I was, I fully embraced my new role as a new mum and a wife. While I was busy nurturing our little family, my ex-husband's career kept soaring. A scientist, a consultant, director level, and a shareholder of the multinational company he works for, his position and income are what most Filipinos could only dream of. During a rocky season of our marriage, he reconnected with a woman he knew from way back, a fellow scientist he had met in UP Diliman. They fell in love. And before I knew it, my husband left me and our kids. Needless to say, I was devastated. Didn't know how I was to start my life again. I gave up my own dreams for our little family. I grew up having helpers, yayas, houseboys, drivers, and bodyguards, and didn't know how to do chores, from cleaning to washing and ironing clothes to cooking anything like as simple as rice or eggs when I got married. But boy did I learn everything, all those and more, all for the love of my husband and kids. Definitely far from perfect, but I gave my all and did the best I could. That is something I am proud of and get praised for by family and friends that knew me from way back. While my career took the back seat for many years due to me focusing on our family, my ex-husband's reached its peak even at a young age. So when he left me, he had all the advantage, and I felt I was left with nothing. If he pushes through with our annulment and decides to remarry, the new wife will enjoy everything he has: money, properties, assets, shares, insurance benefits, in which I feel I played a big part of. Each time our kids got sick, I was the one that stayed up all night, just so my husband could get enough sleep and function well at work. I was the one who brought the kids to the ER when needed, stayed in the hospital when they got admitted, took care of the kids yayaless, and exclusively breastfed them. There were no rest days for me. Took the kids to ballet classes, swimming, tutored them, hosted playdates, cooked fresh hot meals every single day, made sure the entire home is in order, from laundry to groceries and everything in between. Had a little side hustle too, as I was not comfortable asking money from my husband for my personal needs. All those I took care of, thinking my husband needed to have good rest and sleep and just focus most of his energy at work. But what did I get? He cheated and left me. With no money, no job, nothing. When he left, I felt all I had were my kids. That was over a year ago. Thankfully, I've landed a job just a couple months after we separated. Not making as much as my ex, though, as one would expect. My ex supports me and our kids, fortunately, as he should. But if you ask me for annulment, nah. After me giving up my own dreams and many years of my life and them betraying me like that? My husband thinks I am naghahabol pa sa kanya. Truth is, I am over him. But I would not give that homewrecker the satisfaction. Maybe someday, at the right time, but definitely not anytime soon. Manigas sila. Tignan naman natin ang comment section. Sabi ng isang commenter, huwag ka magpa-annul. Pag nategi ang cheater mong ex-husband dapat sa'yo at sa mga anak mo lahat mapunta ang ari-ari yan. Ang kabit ay forever kabit. OP replies, exactly. Feeling niya naka-jackpot siya sa husband ko. Another commenter says, pero tricky to kasi he can name properties and assets under different names. try to consult with a good lawyer pa din. Do not trust possibilities and chances. He can name properties and assets para ibigay to other people from his personal property. Pero ang pera nila, mag-asawa, absolute community of property, assuming na wala silang prenuptial agreement, ay mapupunta sa legitimate heirs niya by way of law. Ibig sabihin, hindi niya pwedeng hindi isama sa mana ang karapat-dapat na magmana. Anak plus asawa. Ha ha ha. Finals namin ngayon dito sa Successions and Wills kaya medyo confident ako dito. Law student pa lang ako. So yeah, OP, please get a good lawyer. Kasi ibang usapan ng execution. Kung paano mo talaga makukuha yung mana kesa sa right na on paper lang. Sabi ng isa pang commenter, I'm sorry for what you went through. Guys like your ex do not deserve happiness, so I wish you never give him the satisfaction of annulment. You sacrificed your own dreams just so he could reach his. If not for you, he won't be where he is today. Do you have a prenup? If not, won't you get half of his assets? Genuinely asking because I don't know how annulment works. I'm rooting for you and your kids. May you still achieve the break in your life that was postponed because of your ex. Nagreply naman ng OP. Thanks, appreciate it. We do not have prenup. From what I know, the wife will not get alimony or whatever support from the husband in annulment, as it means the marriage was null and void. Invalid in the first place. The kids are entitled to support, though. Another commenter says, You go, girl. I know someone who had a similar situation like yours. Until the very last day and last breath of the husband, he didn't get the annulment, and the other woman, well, remained the other woman with no benefits at all. One commenter says, a common misconception with annulment is that lahat papunta dun sa lalaki. Half ang lahat, regardless of who was earning in the duration of the marriage. As a product of separated parents, I would go against the grain and say, get the annulment. Oo, mahirap kasi at the end of it, magpapakasal si ex mo with his new girl. But this is under the assumption that you won't find anyone for yourself also. Paano yun when you do? Additionally, if ever you and your kids need to fly or move anywhere, you would need your husband's permission pa. What if di siya pumirma in retaliation dahil ayaw mo pumirma? Pwede ka pang kasuhan ng kidnapping kung ganyan. True story, happened to someone I know. My mother didn't sign the annulment papers also, in fear of baka, the properties would be sold by my father. 17 years after, here we are. Si mama may bagong partner na, nagpakasal pa sa ibang bansa. Si papa naman wala. So now he can sue her for adultery kasi legally kasal pa sila under PH laws. Dagdag mo pa doon na he wants to live back sa bahay namin kasi pag-aari pa rin daw niya yon. Kahit na andun mama ko, kung nagkapirmahan lang sana dati, na pag-usapan sana yung division of properties, alimony, and child support ng maayos, or at least concretely. Pero ngayon, ang gulo, di ba? Kami ng mga kapatid ko na stress kasi sa amin pinapasa yung pag-uusap nila. I blocked them both on everything na, though kasi ayoko na ng gulo. Ina-assume mo rin na magiging okay yung lagay ng ex mo in the future. In case he incurs any debts, gets sick, or maging incapacitated. Lahat rin yun, madadamay ka. Even if you say na hiwalay na kayo, people would still expect na aalay ka kasi asawa ka pa rin. Get a good lawyer who can file a VAWC case for you, demand support, and properly divide all properties. Or, yung safest actually is, ipangalan nyo na sa mga anak nyo yung bahay and other lots. Para sure na the new partner will have no hold whatsoever, nor any future kids of either party. But of course, I am speaking as a child of parents na dinelay ang annulment hanggang di na nangyari at nagkagulo-gulo na ngayon. Akalain mo yon, 17 years na silang hiwalay, nadadamage pa rin kaming mga anak nila? All the best, OP. Kung kayo ang nasa sitwasyon ni OP, anong gagawin nyo? Comment down below. Salamat sa pakikinig. Kung nagustuhan nyo ang video na to, please like, follow, subscribe para lagi kang updated sa mga Pinoy Reddit stories.